host, Dakota Chappy, and for you tonight, we have a spectacular of new arrivals and a very special guest. Let me welcome to the stage, Shannon!
Woo! I'm secretly in love with her.
Stop. You have such a great aesthetic. Like, I love what you pick. I love what you put together.
Thank you. It's not too plain, because next
No.
to you, I feel really plain Jane.
You know, these are two very different occasions. Because this is a popsicle. And this is for those that would like to eat a popsicle and are a little messy. So if you spill, it just goes on there and becomes a part of the ombre, which is French for color gradient. But no, I feel like this is more of like a daytime kind of casual but feminine look, you know, for the girl who wants to wear a t-shirt but, you know, feels like she needs to rise to the occasion a little bit more to wear a t-shirt. The cold shoulder detail is fantastic. A lot of ease in this, by the way, because this is a medium and there is some room in here. So this is going to be a great one. Coming sizes small, medium, large. But this is a happy top. It's giving me a really nice drape here.
It is.
Love the asymmetrical.
It's not like you're wearing a hula.
No, because of the way that it drapes off the bust line, it's falling back into itself. It's just fantastic. A little bit short though, so I need to circle tight here.
I see that.
Yes,
It's a good choice.
good choice to just throw that on underneath here so that I've got the lady
It helps
details
bring the
covered.
line together and makes it even
It does actually.
come together.
Yeah, it like blocks up here and like makes it look even nicer. Now, what are you wearing? This is beautiful, this
Well,
dress.
thank you.
The brand new arrival for us.
I just love how this lays with the pleats. Usually I'm afraid of anything too flouncy, anything too gathered, but this, I feel like, just lays perfectly. It doesn't add any bulk where you don't want it.
It's really an interesting point though, because if you like a skater dress but you don't want like a real voluminous skirt, this one does sit close to the body without being sucky-tucky anywhere. So it is really sitting to your frame. Yeah, no sucky-tucky on this one. It is sitting really close to your frame. Fabulous neckline, really cute little cap sleeve. It's a very flattering sleeve. Sometimes the cap sleeves, you know, just make your arms look a little fleshier than maybe you're comfortable with, or you feel like more fleshier than they actually are. So sometimes sleeve length can be a big deal, but this one is
absolutely.
really nice cut. Fabulous neck. Oh my gosh, the way this comes up in the back. Beautiful, beautiful skin fabric proportion.
Very well tailored. And
Very well tailored. All right, is that a medium?
this is a large.
This is a large. Okay, so this one's running pretty small then. Because you would normally do more of a medium.
I would,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So interesting there. Little side note: if you are ordering online through Facebook Messenger, remember that this one runs a little bit small. So here's
always about fit.
because it's always about fit. It's never about size. Love that. Love the belt you show us. And then let's talk about your hand-eye total type.
Let's talk about this. I overheard you say the other day how painstakingly it was for you to hand dye this custom color, one of a kind, beautiful, rich. What color would you call it?
That would be more of like a wine color, I would say, like a deep wine.
Yep.
More on the red than the purple side. But it is a journey. The hand-dyed total tights. I took home 16, and I spent an 8-hour session of dyeing, and I think out of those 16, I got 4 that are sellable. Because nylon is not typically a fabric that takes dye very well, and this is a nylon blend. So that's the battle.
I felt like you needed a shout out as much
Oh,
as this beautiful
thank you.
garment for all your hard work. And I love the color. I don't normally wear something in this color category, but I feel like this is still a subdued.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So if you're a black person and you are always gravitating towards that color for everything,
Great.
this is fantastic because it still gives you that rich, deep tone. A lot of women like to wear that on their legs because it absorbs the light instead of reflects it. So some people will say that it's slimming. Well, it's not so much that it's slimming, although in your mind it might be. It's just that because it absorbs so much light, you see less detail, less of your shape, less topography, all of that in black. And so you blend a little bit more into your surroundings when you don't have that light reflection coming off of you. So you don't always have to do black. You can do colors that are very deep, that have that same sort of light reflection component to it, and achieve a little bit of contrast here because you've got the gold and the burgundy and black. I love it. Reversible sandal in you.
I have a little pop of color up here, which is okay.
It is really nice.
But in hindsight, I forgot that I could have flipped this whole tight around.
You could.
Had the scoop neckline, that would have gone a little lower if you don't want the pop of color. So many options.
So many options, and that's what's so great about the Total Type, is because it does go from your shoulder to your ankle. You're not trying to match pieces up. I think a lot of times women will buy a cami and a legging, and they'll wear that cami a lot more than they do that legging, and the colors used to match, but then as they've worn, they don't match anymore, and then to try to locate those things becomes impossible as well. So when you're wearing the Total Type, for one, it's going to keep its color. I mean, these things don't wear out. I mean, they virtually don't wear out. I've got one in the store that's been worn and washed over 600 times. It's incredible.
Looks like new.
Looks like new. So it's just great. It's something that you need. You will not regret it. Sold thousands of Total Type. So okay, so you switch into your next one.
All right.
And I'm going to switch into my next one, and we're going to talk a little bit more about how it truly is about fit and not about size. Because the top I'm about to put on is technically a 1X top. So this is coming 1X, 2X, 3X. This is a tad bit roomy on me, but I would totally wear it in this size. I think it's great. I love the crisscross neckline, love the length of it, the color, really nice floral detail. Unusual actually to see a floral where they left this much space in the background, because usually it's just like flowers everywhere, and I like that little bit of spacing in here, kind of an interesting print. And for the sake of color celebration, because we still are in the summer season, I decided to throw on this bright turquoise blue poncho over the top of this, and we just get a great color party here happening and a great contrast. I love these together. Now keep in mind, this kind of French poncho will go into fall really well. Also, very pretty. And this is the softest. This is a viscose knit. So it's a lot softer probably than it looks on camera. And it's got incredible stretch in it. Viscose blends with spandex. And the two of them are a very happy couple. So if you've ever had a viscose spandex, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The drape and the weight of it is just undeniable. Also, it's not like this French poncho is a reinvention of the wheel, because it's not like this is the first French poncho that you've ever seen. However, this one is really well done. The length of the fringe, the balance between the solid section and the fringe section is really interesting. The asymmetrical nature of it, the neckline opening, it's just one of the better ones that I've seen. And I think that it really plays with the pattern. Great way to break up the pattern here. If you don't want to do a cardigan, this is a fantastic way to do it, because you get this monolithic solid on top, asymmetrical though, so it's not like we're blocky. And then you get that little bit of that pattern peeking through because of the fringe. I think it's fantastic. Okay, Shannon, what do you have on? Oh, this is one of your favorites.
It is. I have to brag about this again. This is a perfect example that I like to show people that you cannot judge
Something on a hanger.
something on the hanger. Ginny forced me to try this on. I said, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I will try it on. And now it's one of my favorites. I wear it every chance I get.
This is a really special dress. There are some incredible details here. The tailoring that's been done on the arms, for example, this is a contrasting fabric. So this is a bit more of a typical dress fabric that you'd find, and then this is more of a jersey through here. Really cute little pointy collar on it. Bit of a mandarin detail in a way, just comes down. Really great across the bust line. Pockets with buttons. Fabulous drape to this dress. It's just got such a beautiful body in the skirt. Really special. Really special. Fabulous belted or unbelted. But this is really something that you would see on a runway, because it's the little black dress, but it's very architectural and it's extremely out of the box while being extremely classic at the same time. It hits the sweet spot. It really does. And if you're a woman that wants to dress in a classic way, but doesn't want to be cookie cutter, doesn't want to be drab, doesn't want to be boring, doesn't want to be typical, doesn't want to blend, but you also don't want to be screaming, this is it. This says, I'm low-key interesting. I'm low-key interesting. I am the spider that has been weaving a web in the corner all day, and you just noticed me. But I've been here the whole time, and I'm a masterpiece. That's what this dress says. So if you'd like to say that, come get it. Sizes small to, I think this one comes up to maybe a 2X. I'm not sure what the stores have in stock right now, but it's a fantastic piece. We have two stores, one in Bismarck, right next to Barnes & Noble, and one in Minot, right next to the Minot State University. And then we also have online ordering available. Just message in right here on Facebook to Tara, and she and her team will fit you, not size you, because it's all about fit, it's not about size. Here at the store, we're dressing sizes 0 to 28 and beyond. I will be making a major announcement about this later, but I think now would be a good time to just give a little sneak peek that there is something that has happened here. It was one of our goals of 2017. We actually finally have in stock, after a long wait and hard work, a 4X and 5X tank top type. So when we say that we are changing lives and serving women, we certainly are, and we do not do this on a discriminatory platform at all. We are an inclusive, celebrating all women as they have been created and as they are. You should be celebrating yourself. If you're not going to do it, we're going to do it until you do it, and then we're all going to do it together. Well, let's have stand up. Come see us. You're way too cute to dress so average.